Congratulations! You have discovered the Silent Pro, the greatest interactive golf training aid on the market today. For years, golf instructors worldwide have desired a golf teaching aid that would shorten the process of learning dramatically. This device would need to be portable and durable, as well as address multiple areas of the golf swing. Over a period of 6 years, several of these world-class golf instructors worked closely with Professor Dr. Grosser and Professor Hofmeister and their teams of top-notch scientists at the Technical University of Munich. It was worth it. The outcome is astonishing in its effectiveness and simplicity. The 10 most important areas of the golf swing are addressed. Negative feedback, the no-no effect, feeds the desired information directly into your brain. There has never been anything like it. By seeing, hearing, and feeling right or wrong swings, your strongest senses will send this information directly to your brain and into its long-term storage compartment. You'll be able to execute the desired golf swing in a much shorter time. Additionally, the information will stay with you much longer. Now, let Silent Pro and your IQ take care of your golf swing.
Hi, I'm Peter Kostis, and in over 20-plus years of teaching, I've been approached by hundreds of people with teaching aids they want me to endorse. And I just don't do it because most of them really aren't beneficial. But this one, the Silent Pro, is great. It is simple, it is versatile, and it can help you permanently improve your golf game. Now, in this little black bag comes a marvel of German engineering. It helps you with over 10 areas of the golf game, and it can help you over and over again to maintain the consistency and the solid contact that you want out of your golf game. So we'll be back in a couple seconds to take a closer look at this Silent Pro and how it can help you play better golf. Well, here's the Silent Pro. It consists of a main frame that snaps out very easily and accurately to 90 degrees each time, and also 4 other rods, which combined with the main frame give you an unbelievable amount of opportunity to help you with your golf game. Now, teaching aids are important because my philosophy is practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect, and you can't have perfect practice without good feedback. That's where the Silent Pro comes in. The feedback that you're going to get from this baby is going to be unbelievable, both positive and negative, both of which can help you get better. Now, the first use of the Silent Pro is very simple. Snap it out, place it on the ground, and use it as an alignment aid. You know, the key to good golf is hand-eye coordination. Your eyes must be trained to see the proper lines before your hands can respond to produce the proper swing. So let's talk about alignment. The first use of the Silent Pro may be its most important use to help you learn proper aim and alignment. Aim of the club face and alignment of your body. What you do is snap out the main frame to right angles and just point the long part of the frame to your target, which in this case is Pinnacle Peak for me. You know, too many golf swings, golfers don't understand that because they were aimed way out into right field, that caused them to come over the top. Or aimed into left field, that caused them to slide and loop. They're working on the slide and loop, they're working on the over the top, but they're not really working on the correct root cause of their problems, which was poor alignment. So with the Silent Pro, you're going to first train your eyes to be able to see the proper path. And you're going to start to see what we call proper angles, right angles in the golf swing. After you get set up, you'll look out there and you'll get a feeling of the swing you need to make to get your ball to go to the target. Now, if you'd like to enhance that visual feedback, then take one of the red fiberglass rods, and all you need to do is snap this red part out to 90 degrees. You'll hear a snap, that tells you it's at 90 degrees. Insert the rod and just lay it down so that now the red rod is parallel to the long mainframe rod. Now you've got a super little alleyway, a highway if you will, right to your target, and you'll be able to get a good sense of the swing shape that you need to get your golf ball to start straight. If it doesn't start straight, it can't fly straight to the target. So proper aim, proper alignment, the first of 10 important, helpful areas that the Silent Pro will attack. The second pre-swing fundamental that the Silent Pro tackles is ball position. And if you've got a habit of hitting the ball thin or fat, not making solid contact, you better check this one out. Take the short stainless steel rod and just put it through the hole on the yellow nylon fixture. Now, all of these holes are drilled perfectly. That's part of the German engineering, so that it's exactly at right angles. Now you just let it drop down. Now you have a perfectly positioned ball position line. Now, you can start with the ball back toward the middle of your stance for wedges. You can work it up toward eventually your left heel, or even forward of your left heel if you like, with the driver. But understand one thing, knowing where to play the golf ball and seeing it in its correct position are two different things sometimes. Lots of golfers think they've got the ball off their left heel, when in reality they're setting up like this. The Silent Pro won't let that happen. I prefer, with my irons, the ball position slightly, about 2 ball widths inside my left heel. That gives me the perfect ball position to be able to strike down and hit a solid shot. Now, here's the neat thing about the Silent Pro. I've got a divot there. Now my next golf shot, the ball is not going to be in the same place. A couple little taps on the yellow rod, you're perfect. Every time at right angles. So it makes practicing ball position a whole lot more painless. Now it's time to build your golf swing. And the way you do that is from the ground up. Now, notice the Silent Pro has all kinds of little different colors, white, black, yellow, all designed scientifically to help you help yourself. For example, if I slide this yellow fixture up to the end of the white line, place my left heel right up against it, and point my left toe at the yellow arrow, you know what I've got? I've got the perfect angle for my left foot at address. You don't want to have your left foot square. You don't want to have it too open. So if you put heel against the rod, point the toe to the yellow arrow, you got perfect left foot position. Now, all of these other lines help you regularly, consistently get the stance width that you want. Now, that's going to vary for you based on your size, based on the club you're using. But you'll always be able to remember what was right for you. Just take a notebook, jot it down, so that now you've got a pitching wedge or a 5-iron or maybe even a driver with stance. The Silent Pro helps you do it over and over again. So in continuing to build your golf swing from the ground up, now we move to the right knee, which is absolutely critical that it be maintained in position as you rotate around it in the backswing. Too many golfers, their right knee slides. They get set up way in here, make a takeaway, and it moves, and they have no solid axis for their golf swing. So you take the short stainless steel rod, insert it, get set up to the golf ball, and just adjust the width properly so that now you have the rod just outside your right knee. And if you start to make that bad move in your golf swing, the Silent Pro becomes very vocal. It really gives you some feedback. So we position it just outside the right knee and make lots of practice swings, just easy ones in the beginning. Learning to fix your right knee, learning to pivot around it. Because if you can have a good solid axis in your right knee, you're well on your way to developing a good solid foundation for your golf swing. Now, after you've practiced a while and you've got a good solid axis out of your right knee, there's another lower body fundamental that's critically important that the Silent Pro addresses, and that's sliding into the golf ball. Now, take the longer of the 2 stainless steel rods, position it through the other yellow fixture, and set it so that it's just outside your left hip. actually right over the toe of your left foot. Now we can dispense with the shorter rod, and we set up and first make some practice swings, and don't slide. Don't get any lateral hip motion. What you have to learn to do is to learn to straighten the left knee, clear the left hip, and learn to swing right up to the rod so that a proper forward lower body motion looks like that. You don't want to slide, you don't want to dip, because if your knee hits this rod, or worse yet, if your hip hits this rod, you're going to start hitting funky golf shots, probably starting into right field. So by using the Silent Pro and the long stainless steel rod, you can practice the proper straightening and clearing of your left side, which will help you hit the ball more solidly. Well, there it is. 85% of all golfers are cursed with that shot, the pull slice. I've often thought if I could invent an anti-slicing pill, I could retire. Well, I don't have an anti-slicing pill, but I'll tell you what I've got. I've got the Slice Buster right here. The Silent Pro in this configuration can help you get rid of your slice. Just snap the short red rod to the 1 o'clock position and insert the fiberglass rod. Keep it up at about, I don't know, 1.5 feet or so over the golf ball. Now, why is this critical? Because almost all slices I've ever seen come from a swing path that's outside in. And if I got the golf ball down here and I make that slice swing path, I'm going to get feedback. It'll startle me. I won't want to do it again. So, put the rod in the 1 o'clock position, place the golf ball right underneath the rod, and start. Just make some easy little swings. We call it mini swing success before full swing success. Learn to chip the golf ball out from under the rod. Look at that, a draw first time. And then eventually learn how to make full swings in the same configuration. And what you're going to get is a downswing from the inside, and the ability to draw the golf ball will be yours. One swing plane for all clubs is a common misconception that many golfers have. The reality is there's a swing plane for each club, and it's reflected by the lie angle of your club. Now here's my driver, and I have the Silent Pro set up so that the red rod matches the shaft plane of my driver. Relatively flat. But that shaft plane does me absolutely no good with my 7-iron. You see how much more upright my shaft angle is? So we just adjust the Silent Pro until the red rod matches the shaft plane of my 7-iron. Now, once I've got it in that position, I'm ready to figure out if I'm making the right swing plane. All I need to do is set up right up off the end of my main frame. This is so that I don't risk hitting my hands against the fiberglass rod. All I need to do is go back and start to get my shaft plane matching up with that red line. If I'm taking it back in here, I'm way too inside and I'll end up what we call laid off. If I'm taking it back and I'm too here, I'm crossing the plane again, I will get what we call across the line. So you need to learn how to take each club in your bag, set up and match your shaft plane to the angle of the club. Now, it also holds true in the follow-through. We'd like to have the golf swing be a mirror image back and through. Now you can do that by sticking another rod in the ground, or do what I do. And that's simply walk on this side, set myself up well away from the red rod, and swing and match up my release plane with my backswing plane. Now it's important when you practice this that you don't hit golf balls. Get a good feel for the proper plane here, proper plane here. After you've got that feel, just take the rod out, set up to the golf ball, and make your real swing feel like your practice swing. If you'd like even greater, a more vivid visualization of swing shape. You can practice what we call the slot drill. Put 2 rods up parallel to each other and practice backswing. Get it through the slot. Don't make a forward swing. Only practice the shape of your backswing. Then simply walk on over here and you can practice the release of your forward swing. What happens is, if you get off, now you've doubled your chances of some feedback. Won't happen though if you practice just a little while. You'll get the slot drill down. You'll get a better swing plane. You know, once you have some arm motion and some body action in your golf swing, the key is to coordinate it properly. If it's coordinated properly, your arms stay relatively tight to your body in a good swing. But if you, for example, slide too much, your arms will go away from you and ride high through impact. Here's how the Silent Pro can help you with that problem. Just turn it around so that the short end is pointing toward your target. Then take the red rod, put it in the short red fixture, and start to flip it over. Flip it over until it comes just above your wrists when you have the club sold properly. Now here's the key. Make practice swings, keeping your hands low and inside, coming forward. If you start to slide, your hands will ride high and away from you. That's no good. That's a tremendous power loss. So after you get a sense of swinging back and through and the hands feeling nice and low through impact, then you can put a ball in here. Get yourself set up. Just a couple inches above your wrist is the end of the rod, and then you should be comfortably able to swing, miss the rod, feel low and around with your golf swing. That'll give you a perfect marriage between arms and body. If you've ever been confused by the term release, the Silent Pro can end that confusion forever, because it'll teach you how to release your hands, your arms, and your body properly to get into that really solid impact position that we've all had once in a while, but would like to have on a consistent basis. Here's how it happens. Take the stainless steel rod, put it through the yellow fixture, and get the angle of the rod set at the same angle as the club you're using. In this case, I have a 7-iron. Set it nice and solidly, then rest the club on the main frame. Now what you have to do is to practice swinging back down, stopping at impact where your shaft is absolutely perfectly parallel to the stainless steel rod. If you come in over here, that's a slice impact position. If you come in back here, that's a hook or a pull hook or a topped impact position. So practice turning and swinging, swinging and turning, coming back to a solid flush position of the shaft. And once you have that position and that feel organized, then just roll the golf ball over, set up again, and repeat that feel of a nice solid impact position. That's the result of the Silent Pro teaching you the release. Now, if you want to practice indoors, any of the things that the Silent Pro can do outdoors, there's only one little adjustment to be made. Take the long stainless steel rod, put it through the yellow fixture, get it in there good and tight, and then it will help stabilize the angle of whatever it is you're working on, whether it's the right knee or the release or the sway slide going through. Just use the long stainless steel rod to stabilize, and you'll be okay indoors. Now, not only can the Silent Pro help you with your full swing, but it can also help you putting as well. And just as we started in the full swing with alignment, it obviously is perfectly suited to help you set up and aim your putter right at the hole. One of the keys of good putting is to be able to get set properly before you make your stroke so that you don't have to make any adjustments during your stroke. I set the Silent Pro in this configuration, just a 2 or 2.5 foot putt. Get used to my putter being at right angles to the main frame, and then just make a few strokes back and forward. When I do this, I shouldn't clang against either rod. if my stroke is straight back and straight through for the brief moment it's in touch with the golf ball, I won't touch anything. But now here's where the Silent Pro can also help you improve on not only just your short putts. Take the yellow fixture. I'm going to put it just about 5 or 6 inches behind the ball. I'm going to move this yellow fixture forward to about a foot in front of the ball. This is so that I can work on a good rhythm and a good flow putting stroke for short putts, which I call short to long. There's actually 3 putting strokes in golf. The short to long for short putts, the pendulum, where you're even back and even through for medium length putts, and then the long to short for lag putts. We'll show you that one in a second. But first, now I've got the yellow rod fixture set just behind the ball so that if I try and go too far back, I will hit it. This helps me go short back, accelerate through, which is the key to good short putting. Short back, accelerate through. Now I can adjust the rod fixtures so that I can even putt medium length putts and get used to seeing my putter go back and through an equal amount. Back and through pendulum stroke. I'd say this works on 3 foot to maybe 20 or 25 foot putts. And then finally, I can adjust it so that I have the perfect scenario for lag putts, which is long back, short through. Take it all the way back to the yellow rod fixture, come through and stop it right after impact. Long to short for lag putts. So with the Silent Pro, you can help yourself with your aim, with your blade alignment, with your path, and also with the right rhythm for the right length putt. Just adjust the yellow fixtures, spend a little bit of time in practice, and those 3 putts will be gone forever. If you want to make more putts, you just can't work on your stroke because your stroke is only part of the equation. The fact is, most people, when they read greens, read them improperly. They don't play enough break. I'd say 80 or 90% or maybe even more golfers read too little break in their putts. Here's how the Silent Pro can help. Read a putt. Decide just about how much break you'd like to play. After you've got that organized in your brain, set the Silent Pro up on the line that you think is correct. Hit a few putts. If you're normal with the 80 or 90%, you're going to play too little break. So what you do then is just slowly start to adjust the Silent Pro. A little bit at a time, always trying to see the ball underneath the red line, trying to roll it on that line. That's a little bit better, but I'm going to have to play a little bit more borrow yet. So now I'm going to put it way out here where I never would have thought to play it in the first place. But now, let's see what happens. Much better. Just a little bit more speed and I'll have this putt down. So you see, by practicing with your Silent Pro, you can learn to read putts better, which will also help you improve the rhythm of your stroke and as well eliminate those 3 putts. So there you have it. Use the Silent Pro. It can help you read your putts better and maybe even make a couple. Now when you receive your Silent Pro, it's going to be in the right hand configuration. Simply unfold it, and if you're left-handed, a couple quick adjustments and you're ready to use it. Unhook the 4 rods. Now also, take this end, pull it off. Take these 2 yellow fixtures and slide them off. And turn them around. This is critical because this allows you to put the rods in properly for left-handed use. Slide the arrow back on, clip it in place, and presto. You're ready if you're a lefty. Well, there you have it. All the things that you can do with your Silent Pro. I hope it helps you improve your golf game as much as it's helped me improve my teaching. Now for me, I'm going to go call the USGA because I want to see if I can get a 15 club rule put in because I want my Silent Pro with me all the time.